The Brutus Gap is one of the biggest gaps on the North Shore, and I have never hit it yet. Today, I want to change that. The first time I seen this gap was in 2016. I was on my little orange Norco Truax. My friend Ben showed me the gap, and I was actually thinking of hitting it then, but I'll just let Ben hit it first. Oh! Oh! My balls! Yikes. That didn't give me any confidence. And then we revisited it in spring of 2022. I don't ride Cypress Mountain enough, so I haven't been able to see the drop in person very often. So I watched another buddy, Cole, ride it for his first time. Oh no! Okay, maybe I'll wait for another day when it's not raining, how about? I know I can do this gap, and I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I just want the conditions to be good for my first time hitting it. Well, today we are out at Cypress Mountain, and I've got my 300mm Boostmonster huck bike, and this is actually my first time riding it on the North Shore. We're gonna ride some fast DH trails and then check out the Brutus Gap, and hopefully this bike does me well out here. I set up this sweet little fork cam here, so let's turn that on. I'm gonna record 4K 120 frames a second linear mode. Gonna get a good view of how the fork is behaving. So we'll visit the Brutus Gap after a couple shuttle laps. Obviously, I've got to get warmed up on this bike. Let's see how it rides on Cypress Mountain. Oh, this is kind of funny. Oh yeah, just warming up. All right, that was pretty fun, but I felt awkward. Oh, this is so wild. Bro, this fork is hilarious. This bike is hilarious.
Some weird big roots popped out of nowhere.
It just felt like it's extra like slidey and loose.
Okay.
Like it's harder to keep grip on some of those corners. Like I dive in too much. Some sick berms. Yo! Just the weight of this bike. I gotta like be careful. Yeah. So the first thing I'm noticing with these high-speed trails with this bike is I can't quite ride them the same. It's hard to ride them as fast as my modern bike. Like I could ride it so much better, so much faster on my regular bike, on my maiden.
Gotcha.
Which is a bit disappointing, but it's just so loose.
It makes sense though, higher center of gravity with the loose corners.
Yeah. I know, I gotta be careful, right? I'm just gonna like fall right off the trail. I'm really curious to see the fork cam on this footage. Whoa. Yeah, you know what? I think this is too fast rebound, particularly at high speeds. So I mentioned it in some other videos, but I am in the process of custom tuning this fork to make it better and better. With the help of RMR Suspensions in Abbotsford, BC, it's been really cool to learn more about this fork, how it works, trying different shim stacks, and also different oils. I'm intending on making another separate video on this whole process of custom tuning these old Marzocchi forks. Honestly, I'm getting the fork to feel really good at times, but there's still some funny jankiness to it. So I'm just going to show you guys the difference in rebound now after we change the shim stacks. Do it all the way to the plus, which is the most damping, and this is just the low speed rebound. Now let's take a look at how it actually feels. The high-speed shim stack seems to really affect the low speed. Now let's open it all the way, which is just a low speed dial. Let's see how low speed. I can really tell it's a lot faster now. It's still slower than what it was stock, but it doesn't actually feel too fast though. Any stock Supermonster will have quite a bit of top out. They have barely any rebound damping. It actually feels pretty similar to how I would set up
one of my modern bikes.
And I've been able to remove pretty much all the top out. But the problem is, on some fast, high-speed compressions, it feels like I lose rebound damping. So then it springs back really fast and feels weird. This fork is made for big hits. So the Brutus gap should be a breeze for this fork. And especially since we are taming down the rebound, if my calculations are correct, hitting the Brutus gap on this bike should feel amazing.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Do some Jersey Shore. This one's so sick. Okay, so my rebound, I set it a little faster than normal. It's in the midpoint. This is sick. Whoa. Yeah. I'm just afraid of like sliding off. Yo.
That was awesome.
That was super fun.
That was so good.
That was fun, dude. I feel like I'm doing better on this bike compared to the first lap. Just getting the hang of it. Oh yeah, I'm really getting the hang of this way better. But I still feel like I can get tossed by some of the loose rock. Are you like keeping up with me, or what are my speeds? I don't know how you're riding.
You're riding good, yeah.
Okay, good.
You can.
Meat sweats. There's some fresh work here.
They kept saying I can go in front, so all right, I'll lead the way.
There we go. Full two-wheel drift there. Oh, bro, look at this. Yo. Okay. Just trying to figure out what this is riding like. Oh, that's actually sick. Oh, okay, there's a big gap there. Okay, this is... Okay, I gotta send that next time.
I was hoping I would do better on this lower part of Meat Sweats since it's so fast, but because it's so loose, I just lost the confidence with this high and heavy bike.
Okay, this is kind of weird. Mystery Danger is fun because it gets like a bit more rough. Let's all send it. All right, this part is super cool. I love this. Oh. Whoa, okay. Oh, that's actually sick. Bro, I love it.
So while I really enjoy the flowier trails here, the loose dirt is not a good match for this high and heavy bike.
It's a great day to be out.
Right?
Oh, it's mint.
We want to get the drop, that road gap down there.
Brutus? It's all right. I've always known I can do it. It's just, I hope it should be chill enough with this bike. It's just because of the awkward geo of this bike.
So I thought it'd be pretty fun to ride this big gap for the first time on my Boostmonster. On the one hand, you could say maybe it's kind of cheating, because with all the suspension, maybe it'll make it easier. But on the other hand, because of the old school geometry and heavy weight, high center of gravity, the run-in here is not so simple. It's not just a straightforward drop. You're doing a few turns, going over some roots and rocks, and you want to make sure you're getting the line right. So I did a lot of run-ins.
I don't think it should be too difficult to get enough speed. Yeah, you want to like stay on the outside kind of thing, right?
Definitely, yeah.
I'd imagine you need more speed than you think. I bet that's kind of how it feels.
That looked like good speed, a good...
Yeah, it probably was. Like I stayed wide here, so I can easily be right here. Yeah, you just gotta totally commit to it though.
It's fast, but not as fast as
Yeah.
what we're thinking it to be.
3. Yeah, I think maybe we can just try it.
Okay.
Yo! Woo! Yo! Woo! Dude, that was the smoothest landing ever.
So the landing was super chill because of this bike, but the run-in was not. So I don't really think this was cheating in any way. I'm kind of curious what you guys think though. Of all the bikes in the world, what bike would you choose to hit this gap on? Let me know in the comments below.
Let's go!
Thanks, dude. It actually felt like the smoothest landing because of my suspension, obviously. Dude, it was such a buttery landing.
Butter.
Yeah, dude.
No margarine. That was all butter.
That was all butter.
Butter!
Used, not even... I'm so hyped.
That was sick, dude. That was sick.
Thanks. Yeah. Bro! He freaking did it! Woohoo! That was mint. He did it perfectly.
That was awesome.
That was so good.
Yeah, boy!
Brutus! You joined the club!
Perfect, Wes. You did it like perfectly.
So that's already an amazing day riding and a great way to finish. But there was one trail on my radar I was itching to ride with this bike. It's Roach Clip and Roach Hit. Very old school gnar. I kind of have a hunch that it might do really well on this trail. So let's try it out.
Yo. I can say my arms are getting fatigued. The heavy front end. All right. I did that pretty controlled. Pretty happy with that. Let's see. Oh, okay. Nice. I like this much to travel on. This is freaking sick. That was pretty cool, actually. I gotta say, you know what? I like the Super Monster on that trail. That actually does feel pretty cool. I was feeling quite confident and toned with my Super Monster.
Yeah?
Like I felt like I could blow through that faster.
Or just eating it.
Yeah. Again. And I really want to ride it on my Super Monster. Bro. You know what? That feels sick. Oh yeah, this thingy-majigger. Okay. Okay, that actually got really sketch. I almost lost my braking finger there. Frick. Yeah, that's the short and high geometry. Otherwise though, that was fun. On some of this chunk, this fork actually feels really confidence inspiring. Oh, bro. Feels so sick. Are you kidding me? Oh, I tapped my foot against the rock. That's sick. Oh, that's so sick. Dude, my braking fingers are getting quite tired. That's so sick though. That feels really good. That is fun, dude. That is so fun. I genuinely had a lot more confidence with this fork in front of me. Really cool though, like that's the kind of trail that this really feels good on.
If you guys like seeing me send it on my Boostmonster, make sure you watch the video of me dropping off the roof of my house with this bike. It was such an epic experience.